In 2023, the CEO of Stellantis collected approximately $38.8 million in total compensation. That same year, he cancelled the Dodge Challenger, killed the Charger, and priced the average American out of a Ram truck. 12 months later, he was forced out on a Sunday. No transition, no successor named. Just a weekend resignation and a company staring at an estimated $43 billion in combined losses, write-downs, and destroyed brand value. They ate the future of Jeep, Ram, and Dodge to pay one man's salary today. That is not a leadership failure. That is vulture capitalism with a corporate logo. Today, I am going to show you the 3 decisions that gutted 3 American icons in 4 years. The specific dollar amount each decision cost, the customers who trusted these brands, and the one internal write-down that proves the board knew the strategy was failing and kept charging you full price anyway. The playbook that destroyed these brands is running inside other companies right now. By the end, you will know how to spot it before it costs you. In 2018, Jeep generated approximately $10 billion in profit. Ram was gaining ground on the Ford F-150. Dodge was selling raw V8 muscle to one of the most passionate customer bases in the industry. Charger, Challenger, Hemi. Profitable, culturally dominant, fiercely loved. Then the board hired a cost-cutting machine. Carlos Tavares did not build cars, he built margins. He had made his reputation at PSA by slashing European brands until they briefly looked profitable on paper. The board handed him 3 American icons and told him to do the same thing. He cut headcount, he raised prices, he printed 2 years of record profits. Quality was the casualty. By 2023, Stellantis posted over $20 billion in profit. The stock hit $29.51. The board celebrated, the brands were already dying underneath. Here is how: the first kill was price. Between 2021 and 2024, Stellantis did not adjust prices. They detonated them. 2024 Ram 2500 Limited crossed $100,000. High trim Ram 1500s pushed past $70,000. The Dodge Durango SRT climbed towards 6 figures. Even base model Jeeps crept into the mid-40s. These were not luxury brands. Jeep was the weekend vehicle for families who camp. Ram was the work truck for contractors who tow. Dodge was the muscle car you could actually dream of owning on a working salary. Stellantis looked at that loyalty and assumed devotion was the same as captivity. The market corrected them in quarters. By Q2 2024, Ram dropped 26%, Jeep fell 19%, Dodge crashed 17%. The Dodge Hornet hit a 4-8-day supply, 15 months of unsold inventory baking on asphalt. And here is the part that should make your stomach turn. The Dodge Hornet is not even a Dodge. It is a rebadged Alfa Romeo Tonale, a struggling European crossover that was already underperforming in its own market. They took that car, slapped a Dodge badge on the grille, and marked it up by $10,000. It is a costume, not a muscle car. And it sat on lots for over a year because the customers knew it. Here is what this cost you if you bought during the inflation window. A Ram 1500 purchased at 2023 peak pricing is now worth $15,000 to $20,000 less than what is owed on it in many cases. You are underwater on a truck the manufacturer overpriced on purpose. That is not depreciation. It is a death sentence for your trade-in value. That is the first $15 billion of the collapse. Overcharging you for trucks you can no longer afford to trade in. But the next $28 billion was not a pricing mistake. It was a deliberate execution of the brand's identity. In August 2022, Stellantis announced the end of the Dodge Challenger and Charger, officially a transition, practically an execution. The Challenger had been in continuous production since 2008. Approximately 726,000 units built, profitable, popular, waiting list. The Charger had sold an estimated 1.5 million units. It was Dodge's entire reason to exist. Both killed. Not because they were failing, because they did not fit the plan. The plan was therefore 2030, a $33 billion commitment to full electrification. Stellantis bet that its customers, the people towing horse trailers across Wyoming, mudding Wranglers through Tennessee, buying Challengers because they wanted to feel the engine through the seat, would follow them into an electric future. They did not follow, they left. The replacement Charger Daytona EV landed with indifference. No sound, no soul, no identity. Open a new tab right now. Go to cars.com or AutoTrader. Search for a 2023 Dodge Hornet. Look at the price compared to the original sticker. If that gap is more than 30%, you are not looking at a car. You are looking at a $20,000 equity hole that Stellantis dug for you. Drop the number in the comments. In February 2026, Stellantis wrote down $28.6 billion in EV investments. A single line in an earnings report that admitted the entire electrification strategy was a catastrophically expensive miscalculation. They spent $33 billion building vehicles their own customers told them they did not want. That write-down is the receipt. You save nothing on fuel because you never bought the car. Stellantis lost $28.6 billion because they never asked. But the pricing and the EV bet were boardroom decisions. The third kill happened on the factory floor, and it is the one you are paying for right now. While Stellantis was overcharging customers and cancelling beloved models, it was gutting the workforce that built them. Thousands of jobs eliminated across Detroit and Toledo. Workers who understood the tolerances, the standards, the craft of assembling these vehicles were shown the door. The Detroit News reported morale inside Stellantis plants had become, in a word, horrible. Workers watched colleagues get laid off while reading about their CEO's $38.8 million payday. The quality collapsed on schedule. Consumer Reports flagged the Jeep Grand Cherokee and Wrangler for frequent breakdowns. The 2024 Jeep Wrangler was recalled 12 times in a single model year. 12 recalls. Picture what that means if you own one. The service department phone rings busy every Monday. The parts you need show back ordered on the screen for weeks. You are paying a $1,000 monthly note on a truck that lives at the dealer while you drive a base model rental because the replacement part is on a boat from Italy. The technician who used to build these trucks with pride was laid off 6 months ago. The one replacing him is working twice the volume at half the experience. You bought a myth, you received a liability, and here is the part that connects the factory floor to your wallet permanently. The cars Stellantis is building now are so electronically complex that only a main dealer can diagnose them. Independent mechanics, the ones charging $90 an hour instead of $180, cannot access the software required to clear faults, code replacement parts, or reset modules. The labour cuts did not just reduce quality. They made the cars unfixable outside the dealer network. You are not just paying for a broken vehicle. You are locked into paying the only people allowed to touch it. Stop the video. Go to nhtsa.gov. Search your vehicle, make, model, and year. If you see more than 3 open recalls on a 2023 or 2024 model, you are not driving a finished product. You are driving a beta test. Drop the number of open recalls in the comments. Kevin Farish, chair of the Stellantis National Dealer Council, said it publicly. The reckless short-term decision-making to secure record profits in 2023 has had devastating yet entirely predictable consequences. Entirely predictable. That means this was not bad luck. It was a choice. By Q3 2024, the numbers told the story with brutal clarity. Net revenues dropped 27%, North American revenues fell 42%. The stock collapsed from $29.51 to just above $13. Half the shareholder value gone in months. Market share fell from 10.4% to 8.6%. Tavares resigned the 1st of December 2024, a Sunday. No transition, not a succession. A reckoning, the full accounting. $24 billion in operating losses, $28 billion in failed EV bets, $43 billion in total brand destruction. The heist is complete. It is a death sentence for the company Tavares was hired to build. The new CEO, Antonio Filosa, took full powers in June 2025. Hemi engines are coming back to Ram. The Dodge Charger 6-pack, an internal combustion successor, is in development. More affordable Jeeps are being prioritised. The Belvedere plant is scheduled to reopen in 2027. It is the right strategy, but trust does not return on a schedule. The customers who left for Toyota and Ford did not just change their purchase. They changed their habit. They discovered other trucks met their needs. Other SUVs matched their lifestyle. The identity they thought was tied to a brand was actually tied to a feeling. Other companies delivered that feeling without the recalls, without the overcharging, and without the $20,000 underwater surprise at trade-in. Stellantis did not fail because the market changed. They failed because they stopped listening to the people who built their empire. They stopped listening to customers saying truck prices had become unattainable. They stopped listening to dealers warning that inventory was drowning the lots. They stopped listening to workers watching quality collapse shift by shift. They stopped listening to a market screaming every quarter that the EV strategy was fantasy. They trusted their own projections over their own customers. That arrogance cost $43 billion. Stop buying the legacy. Stop trusting record profit headlines from companies cannibalizing their own future to print one good quarter. Stop being the exit liquidity for failing CEOs. Buy the engineering, not the marketing. Loyalty is a contract. They broke it. If this changed how you think about the car industry, subscribe. Because the next video covers the 5 brands quietly gaining market share while companies like Stellantis collapse, and one of them is building the most reliable vehicle on sale today.